So, greetings and a warm welcome to everyone. I'm Sreushi, the Ascent moderator from Planet. It is my proud privilege to extend a heartfelt welcome to all the delegates joining us from across the country. We are indeed fortunate to have the valuable support of esteemed doctors and express my gratitude to each one of you for dedicating your time to be with us today. Allow me a moment to introduce our platform Planet. It stands as one of the largest live digital CME platforms in India, providing a space for doctors to create and share medical content. Once again, I welcome all of you at today's lecture for the topic Journey of Anesthesia in India. Now, I would like to extend a special welcome to Dr. A.L. Meenakshi Sundaram, sir. Sir holds degrees in MBBS, DA, MD. Sir has served an esteemed administrator holding the positions of Dean and Director of Medical Education in various government medical colleges, including Theni and Chennai. He is a professor of anesthesiology at Thanjavur and Trivibal Medical College. Sir has held significant leadership roles within the Indian Society of Anesthesiologists, including serving as the National Vice President in 2016, National Governing Council member from 2009 to 2012, and President of the Tamil Nadu State Branch during 2011 to 12. He is the past State Secretary of the ISA Tamil Nadu State Branch from 2006 to 2010. Welcome, sir, and over to you. You can proceed with the talk, sir, now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Clarinet. See, at the outset, I have to thank the Clarinet for providing us the platform in a very convenient way, and Dr. Nishant Kumar from Delhi for introducing me to Clarinet, and now I have become a recognized speaker of Clarinet. Thanks for that. As a welcome address, instead of my secretary, our secretary, Dr. Kannan, I think he could not join because of some technical difficulty. So I take over the position as well as the thematic address, which has to be delivered by me. Combining these two, I welcome all of you. At the outset, I welcome our ISA National President, Dr. Balavenkata Subramanian, who is also a secretary WFSA. And indeed, it gives us a great honor when a Tamil Nadu branch, Puthukkottai, is hosting a weekly webinar. It is introduced by the World Federation Society Secretary. It is really an honor. And I think how many branches are going to match that standard? I don't know. Even I have asked him how many webinars he has started in a city branch after he took over as a national president. And I think we are number 2. And as a WFSA secretary is inaugurating, it is a special honor, and that too, he is a keen academician. And we welcome Dr. Balavenkata. The entire GC has joined. That the vice president is locked up in a case, and he said he will be joining late. The secretary also held in a traffic jam. So they even called me to inform the problems that they face. And now I'm very happy to see Dr. Rakesh Garg, editor-in-chief, Dr. Manoj Kumar, our treasurer, Dr. Srinivaslu, GC member, Dr. Rakesh Diwan, GC member, Dr. Pankaj Gupta, GC member, Dr. Tanveer Singh, GC member, Dr. Ravindra Bhaskar, GC member, Dr. Ramakrishna Reddy, GC member. In addition to so many, Dr. Choba Singh from Manipur, he has also joined. And in addition to these grand national dignitaries, we have our state, Tamil Nadu ISA state office bearers. The president, Dr. Kribakaran, is going to join by 6:30. He is also in a case. And our secretary, Dr. Srinivasan, has joined. Our president-elect, Dr. Rajkumar from Tirunelveli, has joined. So out of all the invitees, 75% of the people have joined. And now I want to say about this thematic address of the Puthukkottai Bhudhan. Puthukkottai Bhudhan is a weekly webinar which we have circulated. Last year, that is 2022 to 23, we held 52 continuous weekly webinars on all Wednesdays, which was appreciated by ISA National in the form of a certificate which was given in Bihar, Patna. And we have taken a break for 1 year. But across the country, I had repeated persuasions from the member, mostly the postgraduates, to revive it. Because of the official position, I could not do it. Now I am free. And mainly, when I attended the Gurugram conference, national conference, everybody pressurized and they are the responsible for revival of this program. And we vouch we will continue to do the same. And I was supported by the new Puthukkottai City Branch President Dr. Munian and Secretary Dr. Kannan and Treasurer Dr. K. Hema. And the entire branch designated me again as academic chairman to run this program. And I thank the people who have given confidence to me to organize these lectures. Our Puthukkottai Chief Anesthetist, Dr. Kannan Ganesan, is also there in the scene. So with all your cooperation, and we are here to listen to the state and the national office bearers. So to curtail the talk, I limit myself with this. I request all the academicians, mainly many academicians are here in the national body also, that is keen academicians. You have to help us by identifying the proper faculty, and we want to encourage the youngsters. That is the second level. Even last year when I conducted this, arranged this webinar, when we approached Ganga Hospital, we informed Dr. Balavenkata, you please place your second line of team. So the people are courteous enough to place their second team and they remain to opt out of the scene. So we will promote the youngsters, and I thank ISA National for giving us a platform to do the thing. We will continue to do the thing, and we are happy to see the Tamil Nadu ISA branch is conducting the monthly meet also on 26th, that is on a Sunday. With this, I conclude my opening remarks. Once again, I thank all the people. Now I request Dr. K. Munian, our President ISA Puthukkottai, to offer his presidential speech. Munian, please. Munian?
His video is stuck, I think.
It's okay. Then we can let him get released. And now I request our prestigious ISA National President and the WFSA Secretary, Dr. Balavenkata, to inaugurate the second section. Dr. Munian, your video has come up.
Sir,
yeah, you please offer your presidential remarks, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, good evening, sir.
I think he's having a technical hitch. Munian, we can come back to you. Sir, Dr. Balavenkata, sir, you can proceed with the inauguration, sir. Thank you very much. Sorry for the interruption.
Thank you very much to the academic chairman, Dr. A.L. Meenakshi Sundaram, who has successfully conducted and guided the newly formed Puthukkottai branch to conduct 52 meetings consecutively, and which won them an accolade in the national conference at Patna. It's very important to disseminate information, knowledge, and skill across the country. And I think it's a great endeavor of the Puthukkottai branch to do this Puthukkottai Bhudhan at 6 p.m. on every Wednesday for the entire year. And I'm really happy to inaugurate this academic extravaganza for this year.
Hello?
Munian, please hold on. National President is talking.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And I thank Dr. Munian for
thank you,
Puthukkottai City. Yeah, Puthukkottai City branch for taking this this initiative. And I'm extremely happy that the first talk is being given by one of the tall leaders of Indian Society of Anesthesiologists, Dr.M.V.Bhimeswar, who has served the Indian Society of Anesthesiologists in several capacities, including the president, secretary, GC member, academic chairman, chief election officer, and also I'm very happy that Dr.M.V.Bhimeswar sir was instrumental in starting the College of Indian Society of Anesthesiologists, the academic wing of Indian Society of Anesthetists. So thank you so much for your phenomenal contributions in development of academics in this country. And this College of ISA, it's a great concept of getting academic leaders to come into the national body to help the national body to pursue academic activities. And we have 6 deans with specific roles earmarked with vice deans, and the college has started its activity, and very soon we will see several facets of the college coming out. So we have such a tall leader speaking to us today about the journey of anesthesia in India, a perfect start to Puthukkottai Bhudhan. And to moderate the session, we need to have another very tall leader. And we are extremely happy to have Professor Dr. Chakra Rao sir do this, being the moderator of the first ever session. And again, Dr. Chakra Rao has phenomenally contributed to the growth of Indian Society of Anesthesiologists as a president. And more importantly, now he is identified as this person who is the champion of saving life, the COLS, and the Indian Resuscitation Council Federation. And he worked hard to make it a member of ILCOR. And now it's such a respectable society. And I'm very, very happy that Puthukkottai Bhudhan is starting its journey with 2 stalwarts and big leaders known to Indian Society of Anesthesiology. And I'm very, very happy that a lot of our governing council members have joined. And it's very, very happy note to see and to communicate to all of you that the national GC is absolutely working in unison to make sure that we take the Indian Society of Anesthesiology very academic. And I just wanted to enumerate, before I conclude, I just wanted to enumerate a few points. One of the important things that the National Governing Council considered was to decrease the perioperative morbidity and mortality. And to make this happen, the whole last year, we worked on 21 simulation center heads, worked on a protocol, identified the 6 common causes of perioperative morbidity and mortality, and formed a curriculum. And 21 centers have signed an MOU with Indian Society of Anesthetists. And the first program was done last year under the leadership of Dr. Divatia and Secretary Dr. Bajwa in Pune. And this year, we are going to have a minimum of 30 such one-day workshop across India to decrease the perioperative morbidity and mortality. And this is really focused on those who have not been in academic touch and who have been in private practice for a long time. So this is an endeavor to decrease the perioperative morbidity and mortality. And I also wanted to share that the last week, the Indian Society of Anesthesiology had its first meeting with the American Society of Anesthesiology CEO. And by first week of February, we are going to sign a memorandum of understanding with ASA. And today afternoon, we had a meeting with the president of the European Society of Anesthesia and Intensive Care. And we are going to sign an MOU with them. And similar MOUs are being signed, will be signed with American Society of Enhanced Recovery, the Korean Society of Anesthesiology, the Asian Society. And all this endeavor is to make sure that we contribute to the world, and we will be respected across the world in whatever we are going to accomplish. And I'm also extremely happy that the state of Tamil Nadu is being actively represented thanks to President Dr. Kribakaran, Secretary Dr. Srinivasan, and the immediate past President and Academic Chair Dr. Selva Kumar, who are actively guiding the Tamil Nadu ISA. And I'm sure this year is going to be monumental.
Sir, நீங்க திருப்பி இதுக்குள்ளார போங்க. திருப்பி மீட்டிங்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணுங்க. பண்ணிட்டு அங்க ஒரு கேமரா இருக்கும். கேமரா மேல கோடு, சிவப்பு கலர் கோடு. அது ஆன் பண்ணுங்க.
Clarinet, Dr. S.S.C, you switch off all the other mics, please.
Yes, sir, sure.
You switch off. Dr. Hema, whenever you talk, you switch off your mic.
Okay.
So, so I'm very happy that we are going to have an excellent academic year to follow, and I feel very happy to declare this session open. And as a president of Indian Society of Anesthesiologists, and also as Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram mentioned, as the secretary of the World Federation of Society of Anesthesiologists, and I shall share this activity to the WFSA on saying that a single branch is doing 52 continuous activity. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to deliver the inaugural address, and I'm pleased to be a part of this program, and I seek the help of each one of you in contributing to the Indian Society of Anesthesiology and making sure that every single surgical patient gets the best possible anesthesia, and we preserve their life and prevent the pain for every surgical patient. Thank you so much for your patient hearing, and I hand over the proceedings back to our academic chair, Dr. A.L. Meenakshi Sundaram. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, WFSA Secretary and President ISA National, sir. Dr. Munian, whether your internet is stable, I think now it is time for felicitation. So as Tamil Nadu ISA office bearers are all participating, I request Dr. Selva Kumar, our past president ISA Tamil Nadu and now the academic chairman of Tamil Nadu ISA, to deliver his felicitations.
Good evening, all the stalwarts of national and state ISA. Very glad to see many of the stalwarts and my guides are taking part in this program. And after conducting so much of every week program last year, I thought for everybody the energy would have got drained. But the biggest motivation behind the Puthukkottai Bhudhan, Dr. A.L.M. sir, I hope and wish much of energy to be left with him, and he'll come out with many more academic programs in this year. And the biggest gift of the COVID pandemic has given to us is the potential benefits of webinars. And this has been fully utilized by Puthukkottai branch. And I congratulate all the members of Puthukkottai City branch and the brain behind Dr. A.L.M. sir. And I wish them many more academic venture to be carried out in this year. All the best, sir. Thank you for including me in your academic program. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Selva Kumar. Now I request the treasurer of ISA Tamil Nadu, Dr. Shanmugavelu, to offer his felicitations.
The respected national office bearers and state office bearers and faculties, members and friends, good evening to all. சாரை பற்றி நான் முக்கியமாக 3 விஷயம் மட்டும் நான் சொல்லலான்னு பார்க்குறேன். ஃபஸ்ட்டு யூஸ்வலாக ஆஃப்டர் ரிட்டையர்மெண்ட் பீப்புள் டென் டு லிவ் அ சிம்பிள் லைஃப், ஒரு அமைதியாக வாழ்ந்துட்டு கேஸ் பண்ணிட்டு நிம்மதியாக இருப்பாங்க. ஆனால் சார் அந்த மாதிரிலாம் இல்லாமல் ரொம்ப ஆக்டிவாக இஸ் ட்ராவலிங் த்ரூ அவுட் இந்தியா அண்ட் கிவிங் லெக்சர்ஸ். அவர் லைஃப் ரொம்ப ஆக்டிவ் வச்சுட்ருக்காரு. அதுக்கு எனக்கு வாழ்த்துக்கள் சார். அண்டு 2வது பாயிண்ட் ஜென்ரலாக ஒரு கஷ்டமோ ஒரு டிஃபிகல்ட் டைமோ வந்துச்சுன்னா எல்லாரும் அடங்கி ஒடுங்கி அமைதியாகிடுவாங்க, வெளியில் அதிகமாக வரமாட்டாங்க. ஆனால் சார் அதையெல்லாம் தாண்டி ஒரு ஃபீனிக்ஸ் பேர்ட் மாதிரி மேலே இஸ் கண்டக்டிங் புதுக்கோட்டை புதன். அதற்கும் எனது வாழ்த்துக்கள் சார். அதில் அதிகமாக பிஜிஸ்க்கு வாய்ப்பு தர்றது அது ஒரு கூடுதல் சிறப்பு சார். 3வது பாயிண்ட் சார் ஒரு அனஸ்தட்டிஸ்டாக மட்டும் இல்லாமல் அவர் தமிழில் ஒரு கிரேட் ஸ்காலர். ப்ராப்ளி அந்த தமிழ் அந்த லிட்ரேச்சர் தான் அவனுக்கு அந்த மன தைரியத்தையும் தன்னம்பிக்கையும் கொடுத்துருக்குன்னு நான் நம்புகிறேன். வாழ்த்துக்கள் சார். இந்த நேரத்தில் அவங்க டீம் மெம்பர்ஸ் டாக்டர் முனியன், டாக்டர் கண்ணன், டாக்டர் ஹேமா அவர்களுக்கும் எனது வாழ்த்துக்கள். தேங்க்யூ சார். தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச்.
Thank you, Dr. Shanmugavel. For the people outside Tamil Nadu, I like to translate the words. He has offered felicitations not for Puthukkottai Bhudhan. He has offered felicitations for Dr. A.L. Meenakshi Sundaram. He said Dr. A.L. Meenakshi Sundaram, he wants to appreciate for 3 reasons. One, after retirement, routinely people will relax, but Sir is continuously working. Number 2, Sir will not budge for pressure. He will work even under tremendous stress. Number 3, he is giving chances to postgraduates. Postgraduates. So, but I want to tell all of you, these things he is telling because he is my PG. So you forget about that. He is my postgraduate, sincere postgraduate. So he has offered felicitations to me like a retirement speech. Anyway, thank you, Dr. Shanmugavel. And this Shanmugavel and Dr. Srinivas, secretary, has created history in the Tamil Nadu ISA. First time they contested the election and they have won with a good margin. And now I request our dynamic secretary, Dr. Srinivasan from Coimbatore, to offer his felicitations.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good evening, all senior dignitaries and my dear friends. On behalf of ISA Tamil Nadu, I welcome the national office bearers and all the stalwarts here to the webinar program organized by Puthukkottai, the Puthukkottai Bhudhan 2nd edition. I am really happy to be a part of this program. I am sure that a young dynamic office bearers of Puthukkottai will do the wonderful job of the 2nd edition with under the guidance of the great Dr. A.L. Meenakshi Sundaram. Conducting a weekly webinar consistently for a year is a Himalayan job, which they have accomplished last 22-23, for which they got the national award in Patna, Bihar. So I hope even the 2nd edition, they will accomplish the same task like the earlier consistently under Sir's guidance. And I wish all the best to Puthukkottai branch and the A.L. Meenakshi Sundaram sir. Sir said, as Balavenkata sir said, ISA National will reach greater heights internationally during his tenure in future. And we ISA Tamil Nadu, we are striving hard to contribute to ISA National as much as possible. So I wish all the branches, city branches, to be dynamic like Puthukkottai, and we will do a better job academically and in public awareness in ISA activities. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Meenakshi Sundaram sir, for inviting us. All the best. Wish you all the best, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary sir. Sir, our President, Puthukkottai branch, Dr. Munian, has messaged me because his internet is unstable. And he wished to point out a few things. Puthukkottai branch was inaugurated and it is only 3 years old. Within this 3 years, it has conducted 52 webinars and 1 ISA sponsored CME and World Heart Day, Restart Heart Day on Anesthesia Day, which is a pet program of Dr. Chakra Rao. It was inaugurated by the collector in the morning, and the evening program was attended by the superintendent of police. And this Puthukkottai branch has conducted a ultrasound guided nerve block workshop with the faculty from Pune and Pondicherry. And he requests, as the entire national body is here, National President sir, as the entire body is here, he requests a sanction of 1 ISA sponsored CME for Puthukkottai branch. Our Tamil Nadu branch office bearers are also there. So he has messaged me. I request the President, Tamil Nadu, as well as national and the governing council members of Tamil Nadu and national to consider the request of Puthukkottai branch President Dr. Munian. And if he said, if you sanction, it will be conducted in May before all the other zonal or regional state level conferences. Please take it over, sir. Now it is my duty to request Dr. Rajkumar, S.A. Rajkumar, a high-end business entrepreneur from Tirunelveli, who is our president-elect, to offer his felicitations.
Good evening, sir. So good evening to all the national office bearers and the LIT dignitaries and the Puthukkottai office bearers. And I am very much happy on behalf of ISA Tamil Nadu. I wish and convey my congratulations and the best wishes for the ISA Puthukkottai And I have never seen Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram as an idle person in any conference or any workshop. He will be always, he will be roaming around, he will be very active and he will be very much busy. So such an active person, and I saw the same qualities in Munian also when I met him at Erode Executive Committee. So in such a great team, they have already did this Himalayan task of conducting 52 continuous weekly programs, and this is not a big task for them to do this year also. So I hope they will do it in a better way, and they will win more awards nationally. Thank you very much. Thank you for all.
Thank you, Dr. Rajkumar. Now it is my turn to invite Dr. Kripagaran, our President, ISA Tamil Nadu. And before that, I want to tell one thing. When the proof was printed, I was in a hurry to post 24 hours before the program, as per our associates' request. But there was a violation in the protocol. But Dr. Kripagaran had the courtesy to inform me by a text message, and readily I obliged. Then we have corrected it. I have posted it back to Dr. Kripagaran. Then only I called him because he is a very soft-spoken president, whereas our secretary is a firebrand leader. So our secretary has not called me because of this firebrand, and Kripagaran with a smiling face and a soft-spoken gentleman, he has dropped a message to me. So I thank the secretary and our president for in cooperating with us very kindly, not seeing this ego tussle. Same way the national branch also, then many dignitaries are there. There is a chance. In Tamil, we used to say Yanekum Adisarakum, meaning even an elephant can slip. So I am an older elephant, so I slipped. So with this, I request Dr. Kripagaran, our ISA Tamil Nadu president, to offer his felicitations. I welcome Dr. Arsur sir, our past president, ISA National.
Thank you very
Good
much.
evening. Respected our national president, Dr. Balavenkata, our past president, Dr. Bhimeswar and Dr. Chakra Rao, and respected ALM sir, and other dignitaries. I'm delighted to join this second edition of Puthukkottai Bhudhan. As my previous speaker mentioned, it's a Himalayan task. It can be done only by Dr. ALM only. If allowed, he can do even 365 days of CMEs in the year. He's capable of doing that. And I'm really happy today to see the galaxy of national leaders here. Thanks, Dr. ALM sir, for bringing all those leaders. I'm happy to see all the national GC members here. And my best wishes to Puthukkottai City branch for conducting this Puthukkottai Bhudhan every week. Our Tamil Nadu ISA will always behind you to support all your endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Our Secretary Kannan could join only now. Now it is a turn for ISA National Governing Council, and all the people have participated. So I thank the entire Governing Council. Now I request Dr. Indrani Hemant Kumar from Mumbai to offer her felicitations. Madam is from Srirangam. Madam is from Srirangam, Tamil Nadu. He is a good Bharatanatyam dancer. And today only I know he was appreciated by a good disciple of Kamban. That is, Kamban has written a Ramayana in Tamil. So a good disciple by name Ganesan was there in Karikudi, and he has approached Madam to dance to his tunes. He has given the story, and Madam has performed Bharatanatyam there. And she is having a handwritten copy of that disciple. So next month I am going to deliver a Tamil literary speech in Navi Mumbai. At that time, Madam has promised me to show that. So, Madam, please.
Thank you, Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram, sir. And first of all, I would like to congratulate you as well as ISA Tamil Nadu for this great initiative. And I wish you the very best as you kick off your academic webinar series. And I'm sure it will turn out to be a great platform for learning as it was always, and for sharing knowledge. Congratulations on this amazing initiative. என்னுடைய Nalvalthukal.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Dr. Kannan. Dr. Kannan, your internet is stable?
Yes, sir.
Secretary.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please offer your felicitations.
Sir, good evening, sir. Good evening to all, sir. I welcome Dr. Balavenkata Subramanian, sir, President ISA National, and Dr. G.P. Kribaran, sir, and S.A. Rajkumar, sir, and R. Selvakumar, sir, Dr. Sarmuvel, sir, and M. Srinivasan, Secretary, sir, and Dr. Bhimeswar, sir, Dr. Chakra Rao, sir. All are welcome. And now we are inaugurating our Puthukkottai Bhudhan second edition on 22nd January 2025. 3 years back, our Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram sir initiated this well-renowned and the national level program. So very useful webinars for postgraduate as well as practicing anesthetists as well as faculties in all medical colleges. And the continuous 52 weeks of webinars we have done 2 years back. We are very thankful to our Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram sir, our academic chairman. Very thank you, sir, and all faculties and all ISA national faculties for inaugurating this programs. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
We request our Puthukkottai branch to do a CME national. We request our ISA national for a sponsored CME, sir, as our Meenakshi Sundaram sir already requested, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now it is my turn to invite the National Governing Council member, Dr. Pankaj Gupta. Dr. Pankaj Gupta is from Nasik and he is a multidimensional anesthetist clinging to various specialities. And I was delighted to see his performance as a chairperson in Kolkata in a pediatric symposium. He is a good friend of mine, and last time also he participated in our Puthukkottai Bhudhan as a faculty member. And now I recollect when the previous edition, first edition, Dr. Balavenkata Subramanian was a GC member and now he is a president. At that time, Dr. Naveen Malhotra was a secretary and now he is a president-elect. At that time, Virendra Sharma was a GC member and now he is a vice president. So Puthukkottai Bhudhan, in the second edition, it is seeing all elevations only. So we are very happy to see that. And now I request Dr. Pankaj Gupta to offer his felicitations.
First of all, congratulations to all the ISA Tamil Nadu branch, especially Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram has been doing a wonderful job. I feel the last time when he had this series of 52, I attended quite a few, and I remember that the discussion that went on was quite lengthy and it was very exhaustive. And all the students really enjoyed it at the end of it. So I feel I would not like to keep Dr. Bhimeswar waiting too long. I wish the branch all the very best, and I'm sure we're going to have many more such get-togethers almost every Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Dr. Manisha D. Kattikar, madam, again from Maharashtra. So, madam, last time, madam has participated as a faculty in neuro-anesthesia program and was well attended and well appreciated. It was a very good lecture. And I request Dr. Manisha, madam, to offer her felicitations.
Thank you so much, sir. Respected President, ISA National, Dr. Balavenkata sir, past President, Dr. Chakra Rao sir, Dr. Bhimeswar sir, Dr. Manoj Kumar sir, the Treasurer, ISA National, Dr. Rakesh Gar, Editor-in-Chief, ISA National, IJA, and all my colleague GCs who have joined for this program, Dr. Harsur, who is also a past President. I'm very happy to join this program. I congratulate the academic team of ISA Tamil Nadu State Branch for this excellent academic webinar. As Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram sir said, that last time also I participated in this event, and I'm looking forward for the opportunity in this coming webinar series also. And Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram sir is doing a great job along with the academic team of ISA Tamil Nadu. I wish all the very best for this coming webinar series. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, madam. Again, previous edition, madam was a faculty, and this edition, madam is a national GC member. Okay. Now I request Dr. Tanveer Singh, who is a good friend of mine, who is very cordial, kind, and we had a close interaction in that Gurugram conference, and he is one of the person who has pressurized me to revive this. Dr. Tanveer Singh, please.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, President sir. Good evening, Dr. Balavenkata sir, Dr. Past President, Dr. Bhimeswar sir, Past President, Dr. Chakra Rao sir, Treasurer Manoj Kumar sir, Editor-in-Chief, Dr. Rakeshkar sir, all the GC members and governing council governing members of the Tamil Nadu branch and Puthukkottai branch. Sir, Meenakshi Sundaram sir, congratulations for completing 52 webinars and congratulations and best wishes for the upcoming series, and it will be a great success as the earlier series was. So just one suggestion, when I was going through the posts on the YouTube, those come up with just ISA Puthukkottai. In this series, come up with the name, the title should be the topic of the webinar. The topic, whatever topic we have discussed, because when we search, it comes through the topic wise, not people cannot search otherwise. So the views will go more high that way. That's a simple, humble suggestion, sir. And all the best to everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, well taken, Dr. Tanveer. It is a good suggestion. Even we have forgotten last time because sometimes the topics were overlapped. So it was not a single topic. So it happened. But anyway, we will keep a topic just like our editor is also there, editor-in-chief. So he will use the keywords to search. So we will get the help of him so that we will put a keyword. Next edition itself, we will change. So I am very happy that a positive suggestion has come up from Dr. Tanveer. We will do that. We will do that. Now I request Dr. Srinivaslu. He is from Bellary, our national GC member. He is also a very soft-spoken person. So, Dr. Srinivaslu, sir.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, our National President, Dr. Balavenkata Subramanian, sir. IRCF Chief, Dr. S.S.C. Chakra Rao, sir, and Dr. Brigadier Bhimeswar, sir, our previous National President, and Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram, sir, and all the office bearers of ISA Puthukkottai branch and ISA Tamil Nadu. I'm very happy to be part of this program, and I also very keen to hear from Dr. Bhimeswar, sir, his vast experience during his anesthesia journey. And I congratulate ISA Puthukkottai team for having conducted nearly 52 webinars in just a span of 1 year. And I wish the function all the success. Thank you for the invitation, and I am very happy to be part of this program. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Next, we request Dr. Ramakrishna Reddy, a great person from Telangana, our national GC member, to offer his felicitations.
Thank you, sir. Respected President Dr. Balavenkata sir, and past presidents Dr. Chakra Rao sir, Bhimeswar sir, Harsur sir, and all the office bearers of the ISA National and Governing Council members. I am very happy to participate in this program conducted by Puthukkottai City Branch. This Puthukkottai Bhudhan, 2nd edition, under the guidance of Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram sir. All the best for the 2nd edition. I am very happy to participate in future in these webinars, and I am very much interested to listen to Dr. Bhimeswar sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Dr. Ravindra Kumar Bhaskar sir, our national GC member, to offer his felicitations. Sir, unmute, sir, please. Sir, unmute yourself.
Thank you. My heartiest congratulations to Puthukkottai Canal branch and completing his 52 series in past and coming future. My also wishes to the coming future. My all regard to President Balavenkata past President Bhimeswar sir, Chakra Rao sir, and all GC member. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Dr. Cham from Nagpur, our national GC member. Dr. Cham, you are available. Now I request Dr. S.S. Diwan, sir, our national GC member. Last time, sir was a faculty for ophthalmic anesthesia, and now he is into the governing council. So many elevations are there. Thank you, sir. Sir, please.
Thank you so much, Dr. A.L. Meenakshi Sundaram. With regards to our president, sir, Dr. Balavenkata, our past presidents, Dr. Chakra Rao sir, Dr. Bhimeswar sir, and Dr. Harsur sir, and all the senior and important GC members of National ISA. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the Puthukkottai city branch, the Tamil Nadu state branch, and on top of all, Dr. L. Meenakshi Sundaram to carry out a mammoth task of 50 such CMEs, so much beneficial to the postgraduate students. And I attended many that year, and I must thank you for accommodating me in one of the sessions. And I also have committed to do it again in March. So it was a real great pleasure, and there was such a wonderful discussion. I think you are doing a wonderful job for the postgraduate students and everyone, every consultants attending your CME programs. It's not a joke to have a 50 consecutive programs like this every Wednesday evening. So Wednesday we have to name it different way now. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you, sir. That is our idea. We have succeeded. Yeah. Now I request our national GC member, Dr. Chauba Singh from Manipur, to offer his felicitations.
Good evening, sir. I just want to good evening, President, sir, Sir Balavenkata, sir, ISA National, Vice President, past President, Sir Bhimeswar, sir, Chakra Rao, sir, Harsur, sir, and all the stalwarts and dignitaries of the ISA National and Tamil Nadu and the Puthukkottai city branch. I want to congratulate the Puthukkottai city branch for continuously doing 52 webinars, which was a mammoth task of running the webinar continuously. And I wish in the second edition of this webinar series all the best, and it will be more of the interesting cases. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Singh, sir. And now I request Dr. Sujata Ghosh, madam. You are here? I could not see her. Dr. Hina, madam, National GC. Wow, because they had some problem. Now our vice president is locked up in a case. Dr. Virendra Sharma is not yet joined. He said he will be joining late. Same thing to our president-elect and secretary. Now I request Dr. Rakesh Garg, our editor-in-chief. Last time he participated as a faculty in Puthukkottai Bhudhan. Again, now he is editor-in-chief, and it was the program which was having the highest number of attendance, 326. He was talking about that research methodology. So it was the highest one, 326 members attended that. So that is the reason why now we have planned for 500 members. So Dr. Rakesh Garg, for me, he is not remembered as editor-in-chief. For me, he reminds me, he has introduced me the dalwala in Delhi. So what is pav bhaji, what is chole bhature, everything Dr. Rakesh only introduced me. People used to take me to 5-star hotels, but Rakesh Garg used to take me to the streets to have good food. So I remember his hospitality and the ever smiling face of Dr. Rakesh. Sir, please.
So before Dr. Rakesh Garg starts, I will take this opportunity to congratulate Dr. Rakesh Garg for introducing 14 new styles of reading through Indian Journal of Anesthesia.
Fantastic. Yeah, flip book, everything. That is good. That is good.
Yeah, and also including crosswords and
yes.
podcasts and infographics. Thank you, Dr. Rakesh, for taking IJA to great heights.
So he has to help us. He has to help us. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram, for excellent introduction. And thank you for all your heart towards me and your blessings towards me. Respected Dr. Balavenkata Subramanian, the President ISA National, Dr. Bhimeswar sir, Dr. Chakra Rao sir, Dr. Harsur sir, and all our ISA National Governing Council colleagues, and also the ISA Tamil Nadu and Puthukkottai branch dignitaries. I'm very happy to see after the first successful edition of the ISA Puthukkottai webinar and their efforts. I have seen the last time Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram was doing it. It was really a rich program, and all the distinguished speakers would pour in their knowledge, experience, and information. And when we talk about today's day, in this present era, the knowledge has no boundaries. So bringing the all best experts with the best of their experiences and webinars like this serves as a bridge between the connecting minds, the budding anesthesiologist, the busy clinician, to update themselves. And that is what we, the ISA Puthukkottai branch has always tried to put the diverse perspective, as has been done always by the ISA National also. And I'm sure that this type of platform will make us learn all together and to bring the anesthesia community to bring more excellence to the care that we provide to our patients. And that is what is desirable from us. So special thanks and special heartfelt gratitude to ISA Puthukkottai branch for this second edition of Puthukkottai Bhudhan. And I'm sure this will be enriching for all of us. And special thanks to the distinguished speakers for today, Dr. Bhimeswar sir, because we have entered anesthesia a little late, and there has been a long journey from the boil separators or the Schimmelbusch mask to the greatest ISA, the anesthesia workstations. So I'm very sure that it will be a lot of learning for us with the experience of such stalwarts, that how the journey of anesthesia has grown up. And it becomes our responsibility now to take it further. The legacy that our seniors, that our stalwarts have shown us, the right path we have shown us, it becomes our responsibility to take it forward. And India actually is doing really good work. And it's time for us to make India more broader. And I think ISA National is doing all efforts with the efforts of all the ISA members across India to bring India to a global platform. And we together, I'm sure India is a shining star, and India will be a star globally for all the good work that has been done by all the ISA members across India. Thank you once again, and very best wishes for a fruitful, engaging webinar. And I think we'll be learning a lot from this Puthukkottai Bhudhan webinar series of you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks, Dr. Rakesh, Editor-in-Chief, IJA. And now to represent the President, Secretary and the Treasurer, combined duo, Dr. Manoj Kumar is there. So Manoj Kumar is one of the heroes of Bihar. Previously, he was the only hero. Now he is one of the heroes because we have met many heroes in the Patna conference. So he is one of the youngest treasurer, our national treasurer. I request Dr. Manoj Kumar to offer his felicitations.
Sir, I also want to take the opportunity to thank Dr. Manoj for spearheading the ISACon Patna, which had several challenges, and he and his young team proved everyone wrong and conducted an excellent meeting. Thank you, Dr. Manoj, on behalf of all of us here for your wonderful contribution. And also today representing yourself and Secretary Dr. Bajwa, who is stuck in the traffic. Over to Dr. Manoj.
Thank you so much, President sir. Thank you so much, AL Meenakshi Sundaram sir, for inviting me. And congratulations to ISA Puthukkottai City Branch for starting Puthukkottai Bhudhan second edition. I see the Chakra Rao sir, Balavenkata sir, our M.V.Bhimeswar sir, and Harsur sir, and all the GC member of ISA National. I congratulate Tamil Nadu State Branch dignitary and the Puthukkottai City Branch, all the members. So my best wishes for the second edition of Puthukkottai Bhudhan branch, and I wish for great success of the webinar series. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Treasurer sir. Thank you very much. And I hope I have not left out anybody, because the missing dignitaries are Dr. Virendra Sharma, Dr. Naveen Malhotra, and Dr. Bajua, and Dr. Hina Madam. So except these four, the entire governing council has participated. So I thank every one of you from the bottom of my heart. And now we are coming to the original part. As it is, many people are there to felicitate. We have restricted this lecture to only one person. And when we want to coin that only one person, deliberately I omitted Dr. Chakra Rao and Dr. Bhimeswar in the welcome address, because they deserve a special mention. See, the speaker today, Dr. Bhimeswar, is from Army. He is a strict disciplinarian. He will not accept even minor deviations. So he is to the core, he is very strict. And see, he was a GC member for 6 years or 7 years. Then he was a secretary for 3 years, past secretary for 1 year. Then president-elect, president, past president for 3 years. So almost 14 years. Like Rama has gone for Vanvas 14 years. But this man devoted to ISA, and he has worked, and probably he is the only one who will be having who will definitely, because in due course it is not possible also to contest for the second time. So he was there for 14 years. And now after retirement, he has taken up a post of principal. Previously, he was in Hyderabad. At that time, again, just like Rakesh Garg, we traveled together to Kamineni, from Hyderabad to Kamineni. And on returning, he has served me the delicious Hyderabadi biryani, which I have not yet tasted again. That is a one and last thing, because he changed his place. See, he's a good speaker, and any person, he should not forget the travel. So Dr. Bhimeswar is one in the council and in the national body to remember the traveled path. So he knows the history of anesthesia very well. He is having rare photographs, and to condense his talk, we have given the topic of journey of anesthesia in India. So he is the right person to talk, because he is the past president. He is the past president. And see, I have seen him performing in the governing council, because I was a member and he was a secretary. See, he will not yield to anything. And just like a bomb blast, he will blast everyone. So to the core, but he has achieved his goal. So he is the right person to talk about journey of anesthesia in India. Now in Tamil Nadu, Jallikattu is popular, Pongal festival. Because if a bull is coming and jumping, there should be somebody to tame the bull. So when this firebrand speaker with a strict disciplinarian from the army, he will not yield to anyone. So to tame him, to moderate him, we need a more firebrand person. So that is none other than Chakra Rao. I could not find out any person. So he is also past president. Stature is also Dr. Chakra Rao is a past president.
I don't want to play a Jallikattu. I wanted to tell
and he is the IRCF chairman. He is the IRCF chairman. So still he is popular. See, the tenure is over, but he is still popular throughout the world because of his contribution to IRCF. And I have seen him. He will continuously he will bombard us with messages. So many messages for the IRCF. So he is the right person to moderate. Again, before the original session for which it is intended, I think Dr. Harsur, sir, you are online? Because he has joined, and now I hand over the session to Dr. Chakra Rao, who can talk about Bhimeswar, and Bhimeswar can talk about journey of anesthesia in India. Over to you, sir, Chakra Rao, sir.
Thank you very much for inviting me to moderate this session. Moderation is something like compromising the things between the two people. And of course, he is only one speaker. And I know him since a long time. He was my junior in the same medical college. And my native place and his native place are just 20 kilometers apart. One that side of Kakinada and one this side of Kakinada. And he is a very well-known person. And after that, of course, I have not seen him. I seen him only in 1996 when he came from the army and he was talking on something at the Hyderabad National Conference. So that is the point of renewal for me to our friendship. And since then, we are moving to many places. Of course, whether he is in Hyderabad or Vijayawada or in any other place, he comes and meets me too often, and we are very good friends. And regarding his academic abilities, you told about him that he is very straightforward and all those things. Not only that, when he wanted to tell anything, he will straight tell it, and he is definitely a useful person for the society. And regarding his academic activities, of course, he has participated in many of the conferences. He has encouraged many of his students to write scientific articles. And of course, he has passed through all the steps of the ISA National. And now he is still working as a dean of the Phenomenal Siddhartha Medical College, Vijayawada. And one thing, we are very closely associated, and we used to travel to even when there is an invitation from Malaysia, we went together. Of course, Virendra Sharma is also with us, and we have participated. And wherever we have gone, we are always treated with a badge of VIP. We were asked to sit on a table where a stand of VIP is kept, and somebody is attending on us. So that was the thing we have got, and we have succeeded. And definitely, regarding the history of anesthesia in India, he has done a lot of work, collecting the photographs, collecting the information through hearsay, collecting the information from the older documents, collecting the information from some of the professors and all. He made a wonderful monogram on that, and definitely you will be happy to hear what he tells, and definitely he will definitely take you a place where you will be thinking of doing something like that, and he is a master in that. So thank you very much. Now I request Dr. Major M.V. Bhimeswar to come on to the front line. Bhimesh.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir, for wonderful telling me wonderful words that you have for me. You have been my president when I was the honorary secretary. And of course, Meenakshi was my vice president when I was as a past secretary in the governing council. Of course, and Dr. Harsur was also there, and all the members. Good evening to all of you. Respected Dr. Balavenkat, the president. Manoj, the honorary treasurer. Then Rakesh Garg, the editor-in-chief. The governing council members, Dr.
Ramakrishna is
Ramakrishna.
not there. He should have been there. Okay.
Dr. Ramakrishna, Dr. Srinivas. Good evening to all of you, and I welcome you to this Puthukkottai Bhudhan. This, in fact, this was started when I was the president, and I'm sure, and it was a wonderful thing that that Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram is continuing the series. Without wasting much time, I will start off my presentation. Expand. Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram, for selecting me to be the first speaker for this Puthukkottai Bhudhan. And I'll be telling you about the journey of anesthesia in India, because we know everything what has been happening in the whole world. But this is how anesthesia has started in India. So I have compiled this entire thing and made it in the form of a book. So you are just about to open a journey of anesthesia in India. Like I would like to go with this. It is a man who has no knowledge of his past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without its roots. So we need to know what has been our past, how our ancestors have worked, how our ancestors have been, and how anesthesia has developed over the years in India. So this is what I want to say. The more we look back, the more we can see forward. This is how anesthesia has begun. The journey of anesthesia, this is the title of the book which I have compiled. In India is compiled based on the documents available from different sources. Medicine is part of general culture, and its development cannot be understood without a knowledge of the past traditions, how we have been living in India. Nature yields her secrets to man only as much as his imagination expands sufficiently to cope with the new ideas. Acceptance of anesthesia was just not an incidental happening or an unrelated accident. It is one of the outward signs of great inward working of man's mind. Because over a period of time, people have seen suffering during anesthesia. So conquering of pain was not that easy. It happened in Boston on 16th of October, 1846. But what has happened in India? Keep reading on. I sincerely thank, because I have collected all the documents, everything what is from these great stalwarts, Dr. Pramanik, who has been the past editor of the Indian Journal of Anesthesia, Dr. V.M. Divekar, the founder president of SACA and the past president of the Indian Society of Anesthesiologists, Dr. Premlata Madam, who has been my teacher in Hyderabad and the past president of ISA, Dr. Ramachari, again an encyclopedia of history of anesthesia. He was the past president of Hyderabad, and of course from the Indian Medical Gazette, which had rare incidents of how anesthesia has grown in India. Now coming back to the ancient days, that is 5000 BC, we had wonderful, this was a heritage to one of the most ancient civilizations of the world. Like about Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, we have good documentation about that. But about anesthesia, we never had any literature about what painless surgery is. But Rigveda had mentioned some things about painless surgeries and all. Now coming back to 500 BC, it was Sushruta, who is known as the father of surgery. He was a descendant of Vishwamitra. He has compiled the Sushruta Samhita, where what all he has been doing as a surgeon, he has documented it. But however, even during his time, anesthesia was greatly handicapped. There the patient was tied and secured firmly with the rope and deeply narcotized with Indian hemp, opium, and wine. These were the things which were used. Patient was made to drink. This is documented in Susruta Samhita in Sloka 17. You can see before the operation, the feeble patient is to be fed. Those used to drink should be given a strong wine to stand the pain. The patient, after having been given olation, that is also called as Snehana, where the patient is given a massage with oils and camphor and all. And then emesis and purging therapies have been given, and he should be made to lie down supine in a room free from the sun and wind and held firmly in a position, and then the operation used to be done. That was the time. It was during Susruta's time. Subsequently, again, it is Jivaka. He was a physician to Lord Buddha. He had graduated in Takshashila, and he was practiced in various places in Magad and the kingdom of Bimbisara's kingdom. And he has successfully performed both craniotomies as well as laparotomies. In craniotomies, the patient used to be lying down and tied to a bed. And in laparotomy, he was standing tied to a pillar, and there was absolutely no mention of anesthesia. And before he used to start his surgery, he used to make a silent prayer. Like, if I give you pain, you must not attribute it as a crime, but give me the permission. Thus, it is a sort of taking a consent. Physicians afflict their patients for their benefit, that by this means they may free them from their disease. This is what a silent prayer that Zivaka used to do, and then do off with the surgery, the sort of painless, surgery full of pain. And this was Jivaka, where he was doing the craniotomies as well as the laparotomy procedures. And then came 527 AD, Bhoj Prabandh, where Pandit Balala, he was the surgeon who had done a craniotomy operation on Raja Bhoj. This was he was using something and named it as Sammohini, which used to cause it insensible, that is no pain, and Sanjeevani, again bring him back to the consciousness. This is what Pandit Bala, that was the initial stages of preventing pain. And in the olden days, these were the various methods which have been used in India to relieve pain. That is use of opium, use of mandragora, alcohol, then manual force. Patient used to be tied down using cannabis, opium, and then knock out the patient. They in fact used to hit the patient on the head with a club. And then what is called mesmerism. That is something like hypnotism. Now coming back to what anesthesia used to be like in India before the advent of ether. It was way back in 1843. That is James S. Dyle. He was a medical graduate from the Edinburgh and joined the Bengal Medical Services. He did a lot of experiments on painless surgery under mesmerism. That is a sort of hypnotism, we can say, at the Imambara Hospital in Hooghly. And he did the first operation on Friday, the 4th of April, 1845, at the Mesmeric Hospital in Calcutta. He had performed 216 operations, and then a committee was appointed by the government of Bengal to oversee and report on the surgical operations of done by Dr. James S. Dale, because it was going very well. The surgery under mesmerism was going very well. So they wanted to know what was the secret behind this mesmeric technique of doing surgery under mesmerism. So this committee was formed, and then the committee has given its report, which was documented in the Statesman on 22nd September 1845. In successful patients, the patient was truly insensible to pain, and the surgery could be performed without subjective and objective evidence of feeling pain. However, the method was not either universally practiced nor uniformly successful. This was the report of the committee, which was given on the technique of mesmerism by James S. Dale. And then subsequently, ether had come into India Monday, March 22nd, 1847. That is 6 months after it has been done in Boston. and it was in Medical College Hospital at Calcutta, the first administered, and the surgeon was Dr. O. Soganesi, and anesthetist, as usual, we have always been at the back, and the name of the anesthetist has not been mentioned during the first administration of ether in India in 1847, again documented in the Statesman. Now, as mesmerism was still continuing, and then ether had come into the picture, and ether has taken over everything. So at that point of time, the same Professor O. Sognesi observed that now that the surgeons possess a medicine whose power is known, whose action is certain, whose effect long trial has paved to be harmless, and by which surgical operations are rendered painless, I look upon mesmerism as no longer serious consideration by the surgeons. So mesmerism has died the natural way, and then ether has taken over the complete picture in India. And the introduction of chloroform. Chloroform was introduced in India for the first time on January 12th, Wednesday in 1848 by David Wilde. He was from Great Britain, and he had come to India, and he did a lot of work on chloroform in India. And subsequently, because of the influence of the British in India, we had chloroform had taken over completely. However, between 1847 and 1864, reported deaths because of chloroform has been 393, and from either it was 48. And there were two schools of thought as to how death used to occur because of chloroform. One was the Edinburgh School. It was by Dr. Simpson and Syme, who stated that chloroform paralyzes the respiration and has no effect on the heart. The second school of thought, that is by the London School, John Snow and Joseph Clover, they said that chloroform paralyzes the heart. Therefore, in 1864, a committee was appointed by the Royal Chirurgical Society, now the Royal Society of Medicine. A concentration of 2 to 4% is safe. Higher concentration led to cardiac syncope. This was in 1864 by the committee. And in again 1875, Glasgow Committee was appointed by the British Medical Association and concluded that chloroform was found injurious to heart and in comparison more dangerous than ether. This was the conclusion of the British Medical Association about the use of chloroform. However, as I have told you, because of the influence of the British Raj on India, so they were not willing to accept this type of a report on chloroform itself. So the first Hyderabad Chloroform Commission, Hyderabad stands in the history of anesthesia, takes a very big place because it is from here that the first, arguably the first lady anesthetist, and then the first and second Hyderabad Chloroform Commissions were initiated. It was in 1888. This was Surgeon Major Edward Lorry. Even now in Usmania Medical College, where I had worked as an assistant professor, we still have the Edward Lorry Hall in memory of Surgeon Major Edward Lorry, who had done the first and second Hyderabad Chloroform Commissions. So he has been the principal of the Hyderabad Medical School and the chief medical officer. He had successfully used chloroform on 40,000 patients without a single fatality. That's what he has documented. But this has raised a lot of doubts in England. Therefore, the first chloroform committee was initiated. And then the objectives of the committee were to investigate the safety or otherwise of administering chloroform anesthesia in the human beings, to investigate the toxicity of chloroform anesthesia on the dog's heart and lungs, So the first Hyderabad Chloroform Committee members were Surgeon P. Hair, Dr. J. Kelly, and Dr. Chamareti. And they have conducted experiments on about 141 animals. And they have concluded, the report they have given was that chloroform may be given with perfect safety and without any fear of accidental death if only the respiration and nothing but the respiration is carefully attended to throughout the procedure. This was the report of the first Hyderabad Chloroform Commission. The Lancet has given an adverse remark on this, commenting on Edward Laurie. Mr. Laurie, as a disciple of Simpson and Syme, arrives at the conclusion agreeing with the teachings of those great clinicians, that is, saying that only the respiration has to be taken care of during the performance of chloroform anesthesia, but utterly at variance with the experience and practice as carried out in Europe. So this was in total contrast with what they have been observing in Europe and what the committee has said in India. So subsequently, Edward Laurie has constituted a second Hyderabad Chloroform Commission in 1889, for which the Nizam had contributed £1,000, and a representative of the Lancet, Dr. Lauder Brunton, has come to India. And again, this committee has also agreed with the findings of the first committee. What the committee has said, that to take care of only the respiration and nothing else. So the members were Edward Laurie as the president and Brunton from the representative of this one, Lancet, and then Rustomji Hakim. These were the three members, and they also have come with the same conclusion of the first Hyderabad Chloroform Commission, in contrast to what the world is seeing about chloroform. Therefore, the two Hyderabad commissions started and concluded with the bias. Now, the follow-up action of what had happened about the chloroform commissions was that Edward Laurie was asked to come to London to demonstrate his own technique, and he has designed what is called as the Hyderabad chloroform cap. And in 1894, a demonstration was done in London for the people there to see. Of course, nothing had happened at that point of time. Now, in 1988, the 100 years of celebration of Hyderabad Chloroform Commission in Usmania was there. These were the stalwarts. You can see three past presidents who took part in that. That is Dr. L.N. Rao, Dr. Dhanraj, Dr. Venkat Rao, and you can see also Dr. Manimala Rao, who has received the Lifetime Achievement Award. And it had been a great celebration of the 100 years of the Hyderabad Chloroform Commission. Now, again, about Dr. Ms. Rupabai Fardunji was arguably the first lady anesthetist of the world, and she had administered anesthesia and has also been a party to that committee of the Hyderabad Chloroform Commission. You can see Edward Laurie with the big mustache over there, and Dr. Rupabai Fardunji was by his side. And she had worked in two hospitals. These are presently the government maternity hospital at Nayapur, which is where I was posted. My first posting was in the GMH Nayapur as an assistant professor. And now this hospital has been taken over by the High Court of Telangana, and this hospital has been shifted to another place. The second one down there is the Sultan Bazar Hospital. That still exists, and people are still posted there. Everything is going on well in that hospital, but the structure still remains the same. These are the two places where Dr. Rupabai Fardunji has worked. Now, as I was telling you, chloroform in India, it had survived in India for 80 long years, because I have told you, because of the influence of the British Raj. And the term used to be patient was chloroformed. So anesthesia means it was chloroform. In India, anesthesia means chloroform. It was patient was chloroformed. For 80 long years, chloroform had ruled the anesthetic aspect of Indian anesthesia. In 1928, Dr. Jyoti Prasad and Dr. J. Hans in Jodhpur, they have done experiments with ether, and they said that the administration of open ether is perfectly practicable even in hot weathers in India. The quantity of ether can be very reasonable, and the cost is also not very expensive. This was documented in the Indian Medical Gazette in 1928. So it was in 1928 it was documented about ether. And coming to the notable operations under chloroform in India, 1879, the first successful removal of aneurysm of the femoral artery was done. The recovery was uneventful and again documented in Indian Medical Gazette 1879. The second one, 1880, by Mac Reddy, osteosarcoma of the hard palate, impending deglutition and respiration. This was a McEwen's procedure, probably the first recorded case of endotracheal anesthesia in India. 1880 by Mac Reddy, Indian Medical Gazette 1880. This was the thing documented. And again, 1924, known to everyone, Mahatma Gandhi was operated for an emergency appendicectomy at Sassoon General Hospital in Pune. Dr. Date has administered an anesthesia and Colonel Maddock has operated on Mahatma Gandhi. There was a lot of incidents which happened during the surgery. The power went off. It was, but it is documented that in 1924, Mahatma Gandhi had undergone appendicectomy at Sassoon General Hospital under chloroform. And coming to the documentation of pre-anesthetic medication in India was in 1880. Alexander Crombie of the Presidency General Hospital in Calcutta. It was documented in the letters to the editor of the Indian Medical Gazette. He had used injection morphine hypodermically before chloroform anesthesia. So probably the first documentation of pre-anesthetic medication. And this was again confirmed by James Guattemi in Anesthesia and Reen Philip Miller in Triumph Over Pain. These were documented. So probably the first pre-anesthetic medication was in 1880 in India at the Presidency General Hospital, Calcutta. And again, these were the inhalationals which were introduced. Late 40s, Trilene was introduced in India. 60, halothane. 72, the first case of halothane hepatitis was documented in Bombay, 1972. 75, enflurane. 90s, the isoflurane, sevoflurane, and subsequently deciflurane has been introduced into Indian anesthesia. Coming to local and general anesthesia, regional anesthesia in India, first documentation was in 1894. Cocaine 4% was first reported local anesthetic application for the removal of a facial tumor. That was in 1894. And again in 1908, the spinal anesthesia. This was Captain Chalmers of Trichinopoly, now called Tiruchirappalli, reports of a series of cases done with hyperbaric stovane, documented in Indian Medical Gazette. And in 1910, the first reported death from spinal analgesia, Dr. Gabbett of Madras reports that distilled water 3 cc containing strychnine 1 milligram, Novocaine 1 gram containing were administered at the level of T11 and T12. Patient had difficulty in breathing and died. Documented in the Indian Medical Gazette in 1910. The spinal analgesia in children by Rutter Williamson in Madras in 1915. He preferred stovane from the King's Institute, Hyderabad. At that point of time, they used to prepare this drug at the King's Institute in Madras, documented in the Indian Medical Gazette. And in 1933, spinocaine and percaine used for herniorrhaphies. These were the initial drugs which were being used for regional anesthesia. Now, caudal and lumbar extradural analgesia, 1924. G.R. Kokutnur from Belgaum. He used 1% Novocaine, 40 to 60 ml for all types of surgeries in the perineum. He had conducted about 400 surgeries. Journal of Indian Medical Association in 1924, it was documented. But Kokutnur in 1924 has been doing it. Again in 1935, Dr. Harirao of Visakhapatnam, now called Visakhapatnam, he has done 970 cases of caudal extradural analgesia and 6 lumbar epidural analgesia documented in the Indian Medical Association Journal. And in 1954, total spinal for controlled hypotension by Dr. G.S. Ambadekar. He has used Nupercan 1% heavy. So this was used for total spinal anesthesia. Now, intravenous anesthesia was introduced in 1940 by Dr. M.M. Desai and Dr. B.N. Sarkar. This M.M. Desai is not our past president, M.N. Desai. He was M.N. Desai at GS Medical College, and this Dr. M.M. Desai was in KEM Bombay. I mean, this muscle relaxants, again, first time introduced in India, 1949, DTC, that is D-tubocurarin. 1950, galamine and scolin were introduced. 75, pancuronium. And in the 90s, we had vecuronium, atracurium, rocuronium. Coming to major milestones in India, 1941, neurosurgery was started as a specialty. And in 1948, the first successful heart operation in India for patent ductus arteriosus was performed. First mitral commissurotomy was conducted at GS Medical College in Bombay, that is in 1952. And hypothermia for ASD was introduced 1953. 61 open heart surgeries were started at the BYL Nair Hospital in Bombay using indigenous reusable bubble oxygenators. And 1970, the first kidney transplant at CMC, Vellore. Coming to the critical care part of it, started way back in 1962 as a 2-bedded ICCU started in the KEM hospital in Bombay. Again in 63, first documented ICU in the army was at Army Hospital, Delhi by Colonel Ramarao. Again, Dr. Tandon, during that time itself, Dr. Tandon started the ICU at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, and Dr. Bhattacharya at the Safdarjung Hospital. Anesthesia equipment. Coming in 1929, the flag scan was modified as a KEM bottle in 1929. And in 1934, the first documented order for the Boyles operators to come to India was placed to Down Brothers Limited at a cost of 645 rupees for that Boyles apparatus. And it first arrived in India on Tuesday, January 22nd, 1935. The first Boyles apparatus to be used in India was in 1935. And in 1950, the first indigenous Boyles F prepared by the India Oxygen Limited. And in 65, the first porta boil and air trialing apparatus for inaccessible areas. Because in army we used to have, I've seen all this. We used to be taking it there like the bellows and the OAB and all. So this was the first introduced in 1965. Again, 1940, donated the iron lungs, a sort of a ventilator thing, iron lung. Lord Newfield of Oxford has donated the iron lungs to the armed forces. And in 1950, the dog pumps and the Bird Mark 7. 1970, electromechanical anesthesia ventilators were indigenously manufactured in India. And coming to the monitoring part during anesthesia, 1960, the cardioscopes have come. 68, the neuromuscular monitoring, introduced by the Wellcome Laboratories, and 1980s, the pulse oximeter and the end-tidal carbon dioxides. 1935, the first oxygen plant was installed in Calcutta. And in 62, again, the first nitrous oxide plant again at Calcutta. 1954, the first pipeline system at Vellore. And 1980s, the liquid oxygen was introduced into the anesthetic systems. Now, having said all that, who were the anesthetists at that point of time? So the early whole-time anesthesiologists in India, there was a news item in the Indian Medical Gazette in 1914 about advertisement for the post of a paid anesthetist at the Mayo Hospital and Sambhunath Hospital, Calcutta, and Sassoon Hospital in Pune. The old records of the Sambhunath Hospital have revealed that Jyotindranath Mukherjee was appointed as an anesthetist at this hospital on September 1st, 1914. So he was the first documented appointed anesthesiologist in India at a salary of 50 rupees per month at the Sambhunath Hospital. Now coming to anesthesia, education and academics in India. Way back in 1890, the Hyderabad Medical School, presently known as the Osmania Medical College, they had a methodical system of note-taking. And these people trained in note-taking were called trained chloroformists, documented in the Indian Medical Gazette. However, in 1906, rules of medical faculty were designed by the Calcutta University. So earliest documentation of MBBS training instruction on administration of anesthesia was in 1906, documented in by the Calcutta University, though the initial training trained chloroformists were trained in 1890 itself. Now coming to anesthesia training, the pre-independence, before India got independence, there were 11 medical colleges in India who were imparting anesthesia training. One is at the Medical College Visakhapatnam, now called as the Andhra Medical College, which was established in 1923. There the first lecturer was Dr. Hari Rao, who was a trained anesthesiologist and been training anesthesia. Second was at the Bombay University. That was the Grant Medical College and the Seth GS Medical College, established in 1845 and 1925. Lecturers were Dr. Talwarkar at Grant Medical College. Dr. M.N. Desai was at Seth GS Medical College. The third one was at the Calcutta University, the Medical College of Bengal, which was established in 1935, where the lecturer was Dr. M.C. Ganguly, and Carmichael Medical College. Carmichael, probably most of us may not be knowing what Carmichael College. This is in Calcutta, now known as the R.G. Carr Medical College, which was established in 1916. Now, this college has been in the news for all the wrong reasons of late. But there, Dr. Bharat, he was the lecturer in anesthesia. And then there was this Lucknow University, KG Medical College, which was established in 1911, where Dr. Pramanik was the lecturer there. And then the Madras University, where Madras Medical College, where Dr. P.V. Francis, he has been the lecturer. Then the second college in Madras University was Stanley Medical College, established in 1938, where Dr. T. Gopalakrishna has been the lecturer in anesthesia. Patna University again, Prince of Wales Medical College, established 1925. There were no teachers in anesthesia in that college, but sort of a training used to take place in that college as well. And Lahore University, we had Lahore University because at that point of time, India was not divided. And Lady Hardinge Medical College in New Delhi, established 1916, where Dr. E. Saundravelli was the lecturer in anesthesia. And King Edward Medical College in Lahore, established 1860. Again, there was also no teachers in that place. But this is how anesthesia, initial days, the journey of anesthesia has been like this. However, the journey of anesthesia still continues. Like what I am saying, I have actually made my talk very brief in this session, but I have actually made several things about the journey of anesthesia, journey of the Indian Society of Anesthesiologists itself, how the Indian Society of Anesthesia has transformed into Indian Society of Anesthesiologists, how from 1947 when 12 people have started the ISA, has now grown into 45,000 members and all. There is another series in that, but I would like to end my talk here, and with the profound thanks to Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram for giving me this opportunity, and I wish Puthukkottai Bhudhan good success in the entire year. And also I would like to thank our chairperson, Dr. Chakra Rao Garu, for encouraging me in the activities of anesthesia ever since I had passed my MD way back in 1994, and our journey in the ISA has continued and still continues. Thank you all very much for giving me this opportunity.
Dr. Bhimesh, it is an excellent talk. I tell you, I have heard from the other speakers also, including Dr. Premlata, Dr. V.M. and I know about the man who is very much interested in the history of medicine as a whole, Dr. Ramachari and all. And your talk is a little about them with more details. Now, I think Dr. Hina Chirmal has joined the meeting.
Joined.
Will you please ask her to give some felicitation?
Dr. Hina Madam, you are requested to offer your felicitations before the concluding remarks from moderator. Hina Madam?
She there?
She has joined, but I don't know. Hina Madam, are you online?
Sir. Chapan, sir.
Okay, if Dr. Hina comes, she can give the
Offer your
felicitation.
felicitations, Madam. Madam has joined, but she has already joined through ClearNet link. Then I asked her to join through Zoom link. But she said she is joined, but her name is not seen. Yeah, Madam, please offer your felicitations. Her video is not seen. Madam has joined. Yeah, please, Madam.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Madam, you unmute yourself and talk, Madam. Please, Madam, you can talk.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm Dr. Hina Chanwal from Ahmedabad, Gujarat, and very happy to join this webinar. And congratulations to the entire team of this restarting this webinar, and best wishes from my side, sir.
Thank you very much, Madam. Thank you very much.
Thank
Over
you.
to Chakra, sir. Over to Chakra, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you, Dr. Hina.
Yes.
Everything is well covered and well narrated by Dr. Bhimesh. I just wanted to add one thing. When I joined anesthesia, the children anesthesia, Andhra Medical College in 1978, there was a risk allowance. a risk allowance was given to the anesthesiologists, especially in Andhra Pradesh, because it was found even in those days, in 78, that anesthetists are more prone for malignancies, and anesthetists have got female children, and anesthetists are often exposed to a lot of cold, cough, and upper respiratory infections. It was even at that time it was found. So Dr. What is it? Dr. M.V.Bhimeswar Garu has influenced the government, and he has introduced a risk allowance to the anesthetists. So I was one of the persons who has received the risk allowance of 30 rupees per month as a risk allowance as an anesthetist. So this is actually a part of history. Now nobody, even though we are exposed to the risks, but nitrous oxide and so many things, but we are not able to demand or command for the risk allowance. So I as a past president, we could not do anything, and we're all thinking that it is part of our job. So as a soldier going to the war, it is a risk, and as an anesthetist coming to the profession, he has to face his risk. So, but even then, at least the soldiers are given a quota of everything, and it should be given to the anesthetists also. Do you accept or not? I'm asking the Meenakshi Sundaram. Okay, this is another thing. And one more thing is Dr. Ramachari used to tell, Ramachari has worked a lot on not only on the history of anesthesia, on the entire history of the medicine. There used to be one chair for history of anesthesia in the Osmania University. I don't know, or in the medical college. I think
medical college, sir. In the medical college.
In the medical college. So that was a unique thing which I have never heard. And Dr. Ramachari is very much interested. And when I was the director of vector-borne diseases in 2008, we together celebrated the Ross birthday. Ross has actually worked in what is that airport area of Hyderabad, and he has also worked in Calcutta. He has also worked in Siliguri and other places where he has found the mosquito is the cause of this thing. So this is all the thing, and anybody, just one or two people who wanted to add this anything, actually I don't want to allow any questions, but if they wanted to add something to this, it will be it is allowed.
I can add one thing, because I was also fortunate to receive risk allowance from Tamil Nadu government for 4 years. Initial 2 years it was 15 rupees per month, because it is mentioned female anesthetists are prone for spontaneous abortion and infertility for the XY chromosome problem for male members. So 15 rupees per month in the year 1994. Even in that time, if you are appointed as anesthetist, then only you will be given that 15 rupees. Not as an assistant surgeon, administrative anesthesia not allowed. Then we demanded,
anesthesia also not allowed.
We demanded increase in that compensatory allowance, so they have given risk allowance 30 rupees. 30 rupees they have given like you, and again we demanded more. Then they say yes, 30 rupees is so less, so they have cancelled that also. So that risk allowance I received for 4 years, and now the people are not having it. Thank you.
And at the end, Srinivasan, is there anything a risk in your place? A lot of mines and all are there. I think he has left.
Nothing unique to Ballari, sir.
No, Ballari.
Nothing unique, but always those problems which will be frequently discussed in the practitioners forum, no? Anesthetist getting a back, all those things are there. Those things will be there, and we have to overcome that.
But it is an excellent coverage. I am very happy that Dr. Bhimeswar has delivered this lecture in 2025. If it is 2050, then he will take 2 more years to cover his speech.
Definitely, I
Excellent
hope that he
collection.
will do it in 2050 again.
Excellent collection of photographs. It is excellent
Very
collection of photographs. The way of presentation is also good. Even he will go to that palm leaves era. He will prepare that palm leaf slide also. It is so good. It is so good. Really, the content. And I want to inform that his spouse is a high-ranking railway hospital medical officer. That is so. You may be knowing why I am telling that. She is in railways. Okay.
Yes.
If moderator allows, I can request Dr. Hema to prepare vote of thanks.
Yes, yes. Please.
Dr. Hema, Treasurer, ISA Puthukkottai, will offer her vote of thanks.
I wanted to come to Puthukkottai.
Sure, sir. Sure. We will. ISA CME, we have requested ISA CME, sir. Now the entire governing council has heard that with the Tamil Nadu governing council also. So we will have that in May if it is allotted. Then we will invite you, sir. Sure. You can visit to Puthukkottai.
Please. I wanted to conduct one workshop.
Right. Thank you.
Meenakshi Sundaram, sir.
Yes.
I will recommend ISA sponsor CME.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Please be there as a coordinator, ISA GC coordinator.
Yeah, sure.
You allowed one to Kakinada also.
Yeah.
I will take you to Godavari.
Sir,
I will take you to Godavari.
I request Dr. Hema to offer vote of thanks.
Sir, if you allow one request from ISA Tamil Nadu, since many GC members are here, since all are requesting for ISA sponsored CME, I request for ISA Tiruvannamalai, the newly inaugurated branch from Tamil Nadu. So they have also requested for ISA sponsored CME, if possible, in 2025.
Please send a letter to isnhq@gmail.com. I will recommend your recommendation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Treasurer, sir. You are the one who are going to fund us.
Business is also happened.
Do it. Dr. Hema,
thank
please.
you, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening to everyone. On behalf of ISA Puthukkottai, I thank you all for your valuable participation. Our sincere gratitude to our academic chairman, Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram, sir, the man behind the successful webinar sessions from ISA Puthukkottai Bhudhan, which was well appreciated by everyone in their national address. A heartfelt thank you, our speaker, Dr. Bhimeswar, sir, for taking us through historical journey of anesthesia in India through his interesting photographs. Thank you, Dr. Chakra Rao, our moderator, chairman, IRCF. Thanks, Dr. Balavenkata Subramanian, President, ISA National Council. Sincere thanks to Dr. Selva Kumar, past president, Dr. S.A. Rajkumar, presidential-elect, Dr. Kripagaran, president, Dr. Shanmugavel, treasurer, Dr. M. Srinivasan, secretary from ISA Tamil Nadu, sir. Thank you to Dr. Manoj Kumar, sir, the treasurer, ISA National Council, Dr. Rakesh Garg, editor-in-chief, ISA National. Thank you all the National Council members. Thanks to Indrani Hemant Kumar Madam, Dr. Pankaj Gupta, Dr. Manish K. Katikar, Dr. Tanvir Singh, Dr. Srinivasalu, Dr. Hema Ma'am, Sunil Chanbal, Dr. Rajesh Diwan, Shanjata Ghosh, Dr. Ramakrishna Reddy, Dr. Bhaskar, and Dr. Chabba Singh. Thank you, Clarinet, for your cooperation. Once again, thank you all for this wonderful evening, and big cheers to ISA Puthukkottai for the sessions yet to come. Have a good evening. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy. I've seen some of the people after a long time. So I'm very happy. Especially
every week you can meet, sir. Every week you can meet.
Okay.
Clearnet,
concluding remarks. I will be there, but I don't know whether I can meet Dr. Rakesh Garg and all.
Clearnet, you can offer your concluding remarks.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, everyone, for extending us the opportunity to host the session. And we hope to have you again on our platform very soon. Thank you. Good night to all of you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Muni.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for offering
Thank you,
a
Thank you,
Meenakshi.
everyone.
Chakra, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mr. Sir.
Good start.
Thank you
Opening
so much.
batsman.
Thank you,
Manoj,
also.
thanks.
Thank you,
Batsman
sir.
scored a century.
Thank you,
Family
Ram.
wise.
Yashish.
Excellent
Okay,
session,
good
sir.
night.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you,
Meenakshi
Madam
ji.
Indrani.
Thank you. Excellent,
Thank you.
sir.
Opening
Thank-
batsman.
I was
Excellent.
glued. I'm still riding in the car and I was completely glued. Thank you so much.
Slides were
Thank
good.
you,
I
thank
would
you,
love
ma'am.
to hear the other journey also.
I will, ma'am.
About
Whenever we get the opportunity, I will do it.
Other journey, Dr. Indrani madam will
sure,
be there.
sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, the room that ISA formed in 1947, December 31st, that room actually Dr. Indrani madam has occupied as HOD, and she has ruled that room.
Madam has ruled Mumbai.
Ah.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sir,
Sir, what
Meenakshi.
about ketamine, sir? Ketamine was so commonly used, no, at that.
No, he cannot cover within this half an hour. See, what his presentation was like a palm leaf.
I
He has
know.
presented. So omissions will be there. But he has covered everything. See, it is interesting.
Everything. And something where we can never lay our hands
Sir,
on.
one minute. Dr.
he has
Naveen
got-
Malhotra, 1 minute. Dr. Naveen Malhotra, President-elect, has joined. Sir, please offer your felicitations.
Please come, take
Thank you. So, Naveen, sir.
Sorry, good evening to all, and thank you for the invite, sir, and
Good
wish
evening.
you all a very happy New Year and happy Sakrat and happy Pongal. I was just busy with the clinical work, so I know Dr. Bhimeswar must have spoken excellent about the topic, and my best wishes for the successful conduct of this every Wednesday program. And Puthukkottai branch, I was very sure that now my pronunciation is good. I was witness to its inauguration and its inaugural CME. It was formed when I was secretary, and I got very fond memories of my visit there. I convey my regards to Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram, sir, and all the esteemed panelists and GC member colleagues. And I'm very sure that it will be a very good academic program for the faculty and delegates alike. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President, sir. We have mentioned
Thanks for joining.
that President-elect, sir, was previously she was a secretary, now President-elect. Balavenkata GC member to President, Dr. Pankaj Gupta, Dr. Manisha Kettikar, and Dr. Indrani Madam from faculty to GC.
They're under promotion.
They're under promotion.
So maybe Puthukkottai is a stepping stone.
Stepping stone, yeah. Dr. Naveen, thank you for last minute joining. That shows your affection. That shows your affection.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have taken pains to join. We are happy. The 96% of GC was there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, thanks for offering ISA sponsored CME for our branch, sir.
Oh, Naveen, sir. Treasurer has promised.
Okay,
Naveen has attended Theni CME also. Dr. Naveen was the GC coordinator for that. So everything, we are happy. Everything is going a good way. So we will do it, ISA CME. We will invite for everyone for a get together. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Clearly, you can close the session.
Sir, good evening, sir. Naveen, sir.
Thank you, sir. Naveen,
yeah.
he's the one. I am not supposed to say that. He's the one. I said, you please contact him, Dr. Munian.
Yeah. Dr. Munian, I talked to you. Yes. Right. And I see Dr. Srinivasan also and Dr. Chakra Rao, sir.
Thank you. We'll meet in Puthukkottai.
Thank you.
Right. In their what is that?
ClearNet, please close.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you.